Throwing, Duggan. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Duggan. And his throw is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here's Duggan to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready? Hey, smash Bronco! Go, Reed!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurt!
Looking to throw. Brewer. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Check smash! Check smash!
Over the middle, complete. That's Owens. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Brewer. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Owens. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Panther Street! Panther Street! 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 Big Lion! Ready!
Going on the ground with Homer. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Saints at 7-9 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay, ready? Street! Street! Check! Hurt! Hurt!
Again, it's Homer. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
19 Lions! Panther 60! Panther 60!
And now a give, but this is going to be a reverse. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Right there.
To throw on 3rd down, Brewer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the...
Gets through, and now an opening. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Duggan now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Duggan looking to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Well, it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Come on, come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Brewer working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
This is Homer. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brewer. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Got it. Ready?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run this with Homer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check. Hurt.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Back to throw. Brewer. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
I got you, boy.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dugan. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Dugan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Duggan. And he'll just get rid of it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Dugan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Ready, set.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Go, Jack.
Operating from the gun. Brewer throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd down in the yard. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set.
So the false start will back them up 5. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Go, Reed. Go. Let go. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Owens. Touchdown. A great play there as as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Dugan. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the second quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the posts? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hurt, hurt. Check smash, check smash.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Panther Street.
To throw on second down. Brewer. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage.
Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Dennis Allen going to go for two here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
Right there, hurt. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on second down. Dugan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Just keeping the play alive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Devine. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back to throw. Dugan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Second down and goal. Duggan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. We'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go now.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Brewer. The pass caught by Olave. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Go, Rig, go.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kenny Clark, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Brewer. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Check smash, check smash. Hey, check that, street.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Back to throw. Brewer over the middle. That's caught by Owens. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Come on.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Looking to throw. Brewer. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here we go. Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Street.
Back to throw. Brewer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brewer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Let's go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Check. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Brewer. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Get it. Hurt. Right. Go.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
18, Pioneer. Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Back to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Ready.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Check, Bobcat. Ready.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Ready.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready.
Here's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. '79 Broncos. Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, it's one more win to finish this season.